Good morning. Welcome in. How you doing? No, you stay right where you are, Bobby. Yes. All right. Let me share some links here quick. No, no, sir. Hi, Cindy. Welcome in. All right. I hope your appointment goes well. Oh my. All righty. We will give it a couple seconds here, a couple minutes, wait until some people come in. Good morning to you. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you're staying safe. Alrighty. Hi, Cassie. Good morning. Welcome in. It's been an eventful 24 hours, as I'm sure you've heard. Really. Good morning, Andrea. I just turned it on and it already locked up. Some days I wonder. There we go. That's Boo and Ferdinand, and Chester's just off to the side here. And here's Whiskers. How's everybody doing this morning? Besides in shock, most of us were last night. I just don't understand how these people expect things to get better if they're making things worse. Good morning, Ann. Well, my. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I did not sleep well last night. I had a lot on my mind, and yeah, so I'm doing the best I can today, so please be patient with me. This weather definitely is not helping. As you can see behind me, the wind is really picked up. You can see Chester here laying down now with Ferdinand. Come here, Whiskers. Get up here. Make sure my sound's down all the way. Yeah, life goes on, Andrea. I've done this for a long time where I'm used to it. So I just need to make sure I don't fall asleep on you guys and gals. Would you come here? Say good morning. Say good morning. Yes. This is Whiskers, for those of you who are not familiar with him. He's usually hiding because somebody's beating his ass up, and as long as he stays by me, he's safe. I make sure he's taken care of. Yeah. I'm not sure if you saw the picture and the video that's attached to the show today, but when I went to go next door to take care of the cats. I stopped out front. And here, let me show you what I got, what I did. If Whiskers will let me, that's the wrong button. Right here. I turned battery saver on. Daggone it. Cancel that. Alright, where in the world is that at now? Get down. Come on, buddy. I can't have you up there. Lay down. You're gonna have to lay down, or you're gonna have to get down. Alright then, down you go. If you can't behave, I have to put you down. Whoops, wrong way. These are the pictures I took this morning. And then this video. So, and I do have something I want to say about this. I support that flag. I support the men and women who have served under that flag. That being said, I support our country. I do not support the corrupt piece of shit politicians that are in office right now that just completely and totally messed up their pants because they're so overjoyed at these developments. The Lindsey Graham, the Mitch McConnells, the warmonger rhinos that are in office. I do not support us being involved in any way in this, even in a support role. Because guess what? We have absolutely no idea how many sleeper cells are in this country right now from Iranian-backed militia groups. We haven't seen anything yet. I hate to be that guy who sits there and talks bad and sad and doom and gloom. And I'm not trying to be that. I'm just being honest and upfront with you. Please, if you have to go out in public, be aware of your surroundings, the people that are around you. Yeah, it is, Andrea. Andrea said it's kind of scary if you think about it. It's unknown. Oh yeah, Canada's not. I don't think Canada's immune to it either. I think you're going to have your issues up there too, and I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I want to be wrong on this one. I don't want to see anything happen to anybody here in the States, or hell, I don't want to see anything bad happen in Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Iran. The only people that lose are the people that are killed or maimed or hurt in senseless attacks that do absolutely nothing for them. I pray that you all are right with God at this point, because I just have a feeling that this could be what sets off the book of Revelation. Morning, Jay. Let me look that up. I want to see if I can find anything about it. The only thing I'm seeing here is that they've issued a warning to their citizens to come home. That's what I'm seeing here, Jay. Deeply concerned, says India after Israel strikes Iranian nuclear sites. Remain vigilant. India issues advisory for citizens. Yeah, I don't suggest traveling to the Middle East right now. Hell, I'd stay the hell out of the way from anywhere on the Mediterranean. Has anybody been following the race for the mayor of New York City? Boo, what are you doing to the poor baby? Hey, hey, hey. Let him go. Let him go. What's on your ear? Sorry about that. Yeah, India and Pakistan went at it late last week, I think it was. Um, India actually completely cut Pakistan off at their main port. They did a live fire drill, and it was really bad. It showed how bad Chinese um, stuff is. Let him go. What is your problem today? Hmm? Um, yeah, they took in the Chinese air defense systems that Pakistan had. Not a single one got a shot off. And a lot of them were destroyed by Indian Air Force. So yeah, it made them look really, really, really bad. But again, like I said earlier, I support the flag. I support the country. I support the men and women who serve under that flag or that have served under that flag. But I do not support the corrupt politicians in office right now. And I don't care who likes it and who doesn't. Um, Marco Rubio came out last night and stated that the United States had nothing to do with the strikes on Iran. And I'd love to believe that. I really would. Except, we have a really bad track record when it comes to that, India owns a lot in Canada for businesses from grocery stores and gas stations and lots of trucking companies and getting them at the border with trucks loaded with. Oh my. That's interesting. What the world? Somebody needs to redo that carburetor on that tractor. Holy crap. I don't know if you can hear that thing, but it is rough. There you go. Now you can see the babies better. They both say it was the other one attacked the other one first, Andrea. India has a lot of our equipment. They fly, I think, F-15s over in India, whereas Pakistan has the Chinese J-10, and they also have some MiGs, I think, from Russia. So it's kind of that Cold War thing going on again over there with that and stuff. It's just instead of just being the USSR, it's Pakistan and India and China. But yeah, apparently they ended up having the largest dogfight in history since World War II. Let me pull that up. Yeah, it says here India Pakistan 125 jets clash in one of the largest dog fights in recent history. So they had 125 planes up in the sky at the same time. Yeah. Thankfully, I think only 3 or 4 were shot down. Thank you, Andrew. Let's see if it says how many. If the numbers of aircraft were confirmed, it would make it one of the largest air battles since World War II. Um, let's see. Pakistani officials are safe down 5 Indian planes. So apparently 5 planes were taken down out of 125, so that's not bad. Andrea's keeping you there. Go on there, Dave. What else is going on? Yeah, it says need to invest in a scanner, and when you don't know, neighbors who have come from city can be frustrating. Well, have you tried to reach out to them and maybe bake something and take it over to them? Use that as an excuse to get in the door and talk to them? So, neighbors across the street, originally from Colombia, but lived in Toronto for years. Well, who knows? Sometimes they might surprise you. Maybe they decided to get out of Toronto because they didn't like it. They got tired of that life and wanted a quiet life in the country somewhere, you know? Oh, that's not good. We try and stay away from the police out here, unless that's absolutely a necessity. A lot of times it can take up to 3 hours just to get a cop to come out here. Good morning, Animal Farm. How are you? Hopefully you're having a good morning. We got a little bit late of a start this morning. I had some other things that I had to take care of before I could start, so. If you're interested, we will do a Bible study later today. Hi, Jessica. Is anyone else dating Fred in this group? That's probably something that shouldn't be brought out in here. You guys need to deal with that in private. Damn it, Jay, you're cheating on me with Fred again. Man. Yeah, we don't discuss other people's personal lives in here. Just mine. So, sorry to tell you that. If you have a problem with Fred or somebody else in here, that needs to be taken care of in private. Well, that's interesting because I've never even heard of you. So, anyways, yeah, definitely stay away from big cities on Saturday if you're able to, because the crazies are going to be out in full force. They're saying that they're busing in over 80,000 people in the Philadelphia alone to cause issues down there. Good morning, Dave. Welcome in. How you doing, buddy? um. Good morning, Snowline. Welcome in. Well, Jessica, if it's a was, then why are you still worrying about it? If you broke up with him, then just move on and keep going. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but that's none of our business. I'm sorry, Snow. I thought I'll. YouTube hates me. We know that. They pretend to like me, but they send me the content creator newsletters and stuff like that. But we know they don't like me, and I'm okay with that. If they liked me, I would be doing something wrong. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's hanging out. While I have y'all here, um, do we want to do a Bible study about 4 o'clock, like our normal time? Yeah, I'll start doing that, Animal Farm. I'll tag everybody on Discord. I'm petting the baby. Hi, Chester. Come on. Oh, Whiskers came over. Hi, Whiskers. Hi, buddy. Let me get Chester up here. Come here, buddy. Come here, Bubby. I got you. Oh, we're tangled up in a cord here. Ow, Whiskers. No, I am not a scratching post. Ooh. Well, the reason I always ask for what time works best for everybody is because I try to make it so as many people as possible can join us. All right, I'm not dealing with this shit. Damn thing. Not my monkey, not my fucking circus. Get the hell out of my channel. I'm not playing games with people today. Have a good day, Cindy. I hope you get good results from the doctor today. They are people that will never be seen on this channel again, Animal Farm. I don't play games like that. I asked nicely numerous times to move on and not bring it up, and they kept going. So, see ya. They can still see us. They can hear us. They just can't type back to us. Snow says 2 of my Turkish Angoras keep attacking me and biting me in the same spot. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, I have a couple that like to do that too, Snow Lion. Full Spectrum Survival on YouTube. That's not good, Snow Lion. Is there something you can put on it to... You have any like Bactrim or anything like that you can put on there to... Right? Just like Whiskers here likes to use my legs as a scratching post. And he rips me open every time he does it. But yeah, you got to be careful with that whole thing, Snow Lion. You can get cat scratch fever and shit like that. And that's not good. And now, yes, cat scratch fever is a real thing. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Come here, my girl. Here's my Callie. Yeah, here's my Callie. Hi, baby. How are you? Yes. And down she goes. He likes it like that. He always gets on there and hangs over the edge. This is Ferdinand. And then up here's Boo. Oops, too far. Hi, Boo. Hi, Boo. Yeah, I'm sorry your dad had to go through that, Dave. And it's very painful from what I understand. Um, it can actually, if you don't catch it in time, Andrea, it can actually lead to needing amputation of a limb. Well, hell, that's a truck making that noise? Dang, I thought that was a freaking old John Deere tractor. We should always learn something new every day. Yeah, there's shitty people out there, and that do all kinds of crazy stuff to truck drivers and Miss Willow. Miss Willow. Hey. Willow. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here, honey. She's like, nope. I just laid down. Oh, I got a boo, though. I got a boo. So, give me 1 second. I got something to show y'all. Excuse you. Let me make sure there's nobody under here. This thing you have to share. I'm not sharing with that, though. You're fine. There we go. There you go. Yes. All right, I am back. Those are called rioters, not protesters, Ann. Protesters I can respect because they're actually standing up peacefully and trying to make things change. Rioters I have no respect for, and I think they should be shot on sight. Yeah, right, Jay? Yeah, I think his is a different kind of song. I don't think his is actually based off of the medical condition. But here, let me. Okay, so this is from the Cleveland Clinic. All right, cat scratch fever. Cat scratch disease is an uncommon bacterial infection you can get from a cat scratch or bite. Fleas infect cats with the bacteria that cause cat scratch disease. Symptoms include rash or bumps on your skin, swollen lymph nodes, and fever. Cat scratch disease usually goes away on its own in a few weeks or months. How common is cat scratch fever? Cat scratch disease is relatively uncommon, with only about 12,000 people diagnosed every year in the U.S. How serious is cat scratch fever? Cat scratch disease rarely causes serious illness and usually goes away on its own. Complications from cat scratch disease hospitalize about 500 people each year in the U.S. Who's most at risk for cat scratch disease? Anyone who's around cats is at risk for cat scratch disease, but it's most common in children under 15. If you have HIV or a weakened immune system, you're at higher risk for serious complications of cat scratch disease. So, there you go. Good morning, Jamie. Welcome in. Yeah, bud. Um, they should put my picture on Wikipedia, huh? I did post a link on the Discord that shows all the dysfunctional piece of crap organizations that are supporting that No Kings display thing. So, no worries, Cassie. So since we're talking about Fred this morning, Fred wanted me to get a map so that we can take and put it up and use push pins to mark where everybody's from that's associated with the channel. So I ordered this one. It's a double-sided map. It's got the normal different color states, or it's got like the old style map on the other side. So we can use either or for that. And we have the world map as well, since we have friends all over the world that like to join us. I figured we'd do both, right? So I have some cork. Come here, Bobby. Hi there. I already have some cork out in the shed so we can hang them on and pin them up. So, but yeah, they came last night. It was Fred's idea. Yeah, Fred wanted us to get it for and put up and pin them up. So yeah, it's went out in the shed. I think they all have cities on both sides. Let me look. It's all good, Jamie. Yeah, both sides have cities. No, look at these little guys. Yes. Look at these little guys. And of course, Miss Willow. Miss Willow took over the backpack. There you go. Now you can see all three of them. Yeah, I'm gonna order. They have 1,000 push pins with the little ball on the top with the different colors. Um, for like $7. I'm gonna order them. Dave's gonna plot where we're all at on the map. Cats are ready for travel. Yeah, they are. These cats here are ready for a trip if they get in my medicine. I would hate to see one of the kittens on one of my oxys. That would be rather interesting, I'm sure. Map push pins. Okay, I'll look into that, Dave. Let's go. Yeah, see, these are what I'm looking at getting. Can you see them there? They're only $6.99 for 1,000 of them. Wait, I missed a comment there. I gotta read. Once the first cat I ever had got into my Dilaudid, she was stoned for 3 days. I can imagine. Um, they're awake and up off and on all the time. Animal Farm. So yeah, they're setting off my alarm system at. Well, they're not setting off the alarm system, but they're setting off the cameras all hours of the night. So okay, they're the same thing then. Gotcha. Oh my. You know, the first casualty of war is always the truth, right? Yes, they we've had West Nile down here, and Animal Farm says if I disappear, my battery died. Yeah, hopefully you feel better soon, Jamie. I'm sorry you have a migraine. That's not good. So apparently, according to Reuters, 21 minutes ago, President Trump is telling Iran to do a deal now before it gets worse, I guess. Israel launched a barrage of strikes across Iran on Friday, saying it had attacked nuclear facilities and missile factories and killed a swath of military commanders in what could be a prolonged operation to prevent Tehran building an atomic weapon. U.S. President Donald Trump, Israel's main ally, suggested that Iran had brought the attack on itself by resisting a U.S. ultimatum in talks to restrict the nuclear program. Who are we to say? I don't know. This goes back to, do we want to be the police for the entire world all the fucking time? Be safe, Jay. Jay's got to run the town. Oh, he's got to run the town later. Okay, gotcha. Looking for charter buses busing people in. Yeah, they've got Tulsa's on the list. So's Oklahoma City. So, do I need a nap? I did not sleep very well last night. I had a lot on my mind. Animal Farm. So, I apologize if I kind of nod off a little bit. Andrew said we had a lot of police out yesterday and sheriff on the streets in Cleveland. I think they may be anticipating something. Yeah, they are. Let me pull this up for you. Here. Where is it? I know I posted it. Here it is. So, according to the website, no kings, it says in America we don't do kings. They've defied our courts, deported Americans, disappeared people off the streets, attacked our civil rights, and slashed our services. The corruption has gone too far. No thrones, no crowns, no kings. These people are demented. Their brains are fucking gone. There's no other way to put it. None of that shit's happening. On June 14th, we rise up. Find an event near you on the map below for a special note on Washington, D.C. Click here. So let's see what they're planning for D.C., shall we? On June 14th, Flag Day, Donald Trump wants tanks in the street and a made-for-TV display of dominance for his birthday, a spectacle meant to look like strength, but real power isn't staged in Washington, it rises up everywhere else. Instead of allowing this birthday parade, first off, it's not about his birthday, it's about the Army. Saturday is the Army's birthday. That's why he's doing this, not because of his birthday. But of course, they have to lie about everything. He said instead of allowing this birthday parade to be the center of gravity, we will make action everywhere else. The story of America that day, people coming together in communities across the country to reject strong man politics and corruption. So yeah, they're going to go all over the country. They're going to riot and vandalize and loot and pretend that they're actually doing something good for the country. I'm so sick and tired of brain dead people in this country that can't freaking put two brain cells together and figure shit out. What are you guys knocking down? Fang, what's the matter, buddy? What's going on, guys? The cat's just freaked the hell out for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Leo must be around somewhere. Yeah, they can't be kings. Animal Farm. They have to be queens if they're LGB. Remember? Well, there's something all right, Snowline, but I gotta figure out what they're freaking out about. You should see Fang. Fang is behind a container up against the wall, hiding. And Antifa, they're a joke. I've never seen an Antifa member that I would be worried about. Yeah. But if you want the information on that stuff, oh wait, I'm in the wrong thing. There you go. You can go and see where they're going to be. Yes, we do, Cassie. Yep, we get copperheads here. Yep, you can, Andrea. Cucumbers. Yep, there you go. Cassie's right. Yeah. Um. Plus, they bus you around and pay for your um. They pay for your meals. They pay for your hotel stay. All that stuff. I don't. Snow Lion. I haven't heard anything about West Nile this summer yet, but any other time we see him. Jay has a Rottweiler. Yep, Charlie's a good guy, good boy. He makes sure that bad things stay out of Jay's yard. Yes, ticks are horrible here, Snow Lion. I had one on me the other week. They make a toy Rottweiler, I believe. Yeah, here you go, Ann. That's a toy Rottweiler. What in the world are you guys doing now? Have a great day, Andrea. Be safe. Hopefully, your grandson's dentist appointment goes well. And we will do I'm just going to say 4 o'clock. We'll do a Bible reading, if that's okay with everyone. It'll get overturned, Animal Farm. It'll get overturned. Yep, that's right, Snowlion. 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time today. We will continue into our deep dive in the book of Matthew. So, I believe, let me go look and see where we're at. Yeah, we're up to Matthew chapter 8. So that's where we'll be starting. So if you missed the first 2 Bible sessions with us on this, you can start at Matthew chapter 1 and read through chapter 7. And then we'll start at chapter 8 today. No, that'd be great, Snow Lion. Yeah, the more the merrier. Yeah, we're trying to do something good here with it. So, but with that said, it is after 10 o'clock. I've got to go get Caitlin up. We've got to go take care of the kittens that need to be bottle fed. We've got a couple of them now. And I've got some things I got to take care of around the house before it gets too hot and humid. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. And I look forward to seeing you all in about, a couple hours and going through God's Word with you. So I appreciate you being here. The whole Fred drama, that's between Fred and whoever. That has nothing to do with our channel. So if somebody comes in starting shit with that, if you're a mod, Jay, Cora, whoever, just get them out. If I don't catch them, just go ahead and throw them out on their ass. We don't need to deal with the bullshit in here. So this channel is not about drama. Head's finally getting better. I'm glad to hear that, Jamie. So, as always, if you need me, the phone number is in the description. So is the email. So you can always get in contact with me on there if you need to. Also tonight, 7:30, council and board meeting. We've got to go over some stuff yet. So, yeah, but all right, be safe, everybody. And we will see you all in a little bit. Peace. We're out. Have a good day, everyone.